Well, good morning, everybody. We back out here on the little clearing project. We've got a few trees to take out. One of them wants to be able to bush hog this a little better. Probably gonna take out that poplar there. Forky tree, maybe a few more down through here, just so we can get around through here and bush hog this good. We're gonna try and leave all the hardwood, good hardwood trees we can. Some real pretty white oak. Big old dead one here we gotta take down. We'll shove him down real quick with the loader. And I'll set you guys up here on the loader and let you watch me shove some trees over. camera on, but I didn't. I have to try to shove over this big old hickory tree. Really trying not to hit that nice wide oak in front of it if I can. There's a root right there keeping it from going the way I want it to go. There we go. I thought I could shove over some of these trees with the loader, and I did. I got quite a few of them, but there's some of them that are just huge. These big old hickories, they're tough. There's several big old beech trees. If you know anything about trees, you know that a daggum hickory and a beech tree, they're rooted in. Come on, baby, go to the left for me. Go to the left. Go to the left for me. Go to the left for me. Go to the left for me. There we go. Mission accomplished. Missed our big pretty white oak there. I'd say this tree another 3 or 4 years it would have been dead too. The top broke plumb out of it. And when the top breaks out of one, it just gets rainwater sitting up there, kind of like a flat fence post. So they usually rot out pretty quick. But it was in the way. My owner's trying to just get where he can bush hog in here without having to. There's several places that he can't. He's got a big 12-foot bush hog, and he wants to be able to get the bush hog around these trees. There were several trees in the way that he couldn't bush hog around because they're too close together. So we're trying to leave all the pretty oak trees. And there's a couple of big old poplar trees that we're going to leave. That are real pretty. But this old hickory tree, hell, it was already on its way out. Top broke out of it. We got her down. I usually don't do this, but I'm just going to bury all these little roots underneath the dirt because he ain't going to be doing nothing with this but bush hogging it every so often, so there ain't no sense. I'll get rid of that big old piece of stump there. I'll put it off to the side. We don't have a truck out here to gather up all these root piles, so we'd have to push a lot of this stuff a country mile, and it's not big. It's real aggravating when you got to try and push something like that so far. Oh, that's a big old tree. I think it's still stuck in the ground. Yeah, it was. It was. Couldn't figure out why it wasn't coming out, and then I was like, oh, it's still got a root stuck in the ground. That's why it's so hard to burn these hardwood stumps, because their root balls are so compact. When you do try to burn them, you can't get all the You just can't get all the dirt off of them. That's the biggest problem. We'll go run and grab that chainsaw real quick where I can actually do something with these trees. We're on the side of a hill, and it just makes it very difficult. It makes it very difficult to get anything done on the side of a hill. So I'm gonna go grab that saw real quick, and I'll be right back. Well, folks, remember how I said that most of the time the trees they're doty when the top breaks out of them? That thing was hollow as, I'm surprised it was still standing. over 85% of the center of the tree is completely rotted out. That's what happens. Top breaks out in one. You might as well just go ahead and get it cut down, especially if it's near your house or something. So it's just not a matter of if, but when. Don't take them long. I'll show you this up here. I've got this one saw. You can see how it's completely rotted. Probably, well, maybe while the top rotted out. But now this new growth, it's pretty stout. Oh, hickory tree. Now hickory's a tough tree. Well, that's what they make most wood baseball bats out of, hickory. Every wood bat I ever played with was an old hickory. Trying to get this bad boy wrangled back up the hill here. Basically all I'm doing is getting it stacked in piles where the loader can push it to the pile back there. We got a big old pile up back that we're gonna have to burn. It's coming to gather up that stump now. Here's that way. The customer said, told us all these trees are going to pour down. Didn't mark any of them. That was our mistake. We should have marked them. But that's, I think that's what kind of tree that is. I need to brush up on my tree lineage. I got an app on my phone that tells me, but I don't know where. Oh, picture of this, but I don't know that I ever re-downloaded it. Whatever. Two puppy dogs. I'm gonna go ahead and get it. Way prettier than it is. They're fighting. They're competing for. Oh, hound dogs. 3 hound dogs. What do you say, puppy? What you doing? Watch him. He's gonna go over and piss on that tire a bit. Alright, so I need to push you down. How tall are you? Be a hard one to get down. I may wait and leave him for a minute. That's a tough tree to. Damn, there's 4 dogs. Where you rat bastards come from? Look at them. What are y'all doing? to dig the stump as much as I can on these dead ones. Most of the time. A lot of times what happens is you'll shove on it and it'll snap off top of the ground. It ain't the end of the world, but it's just a little easier if you take a little extra time and dig around them a little more. Come on. There go roots are still. Still kicking it in here. Yeah, that would have definitely broke off top of the ground. Alright. How do I need to follow this? Really need to get up here above it. Push it down the hill. There ain't no trees down there. One thing you got to be careful of when you're trying to save trees, you don't want to just go around just pushing any which way. You'll end up breaking the top out of a tree you do want to save. Alright, let's see if we can get this thing shoved over without killing ourselves. You just got to shove on very gently. You don't want to make any sudden. What'll happen is you'll push it and it'll bend at the highest point and it'll fall on your cab. And I've heard about guys, I mean, just getting there killing it. Just in a New York second right there. Pushing on dead trees and the damn top fall out of it, falls right on top of it and kills it. So you gotta be very, very gentle when you're shoving on a dead tree. I mean, we've all done it. Not paid much attention. You're in a thick cut of timber or something, and you just walk up to the tree and just shove on it, and the damn top falls out of it. Luckily, it missed me. One time I did it. Stump's still pretty intact. But that was a pretty tree at one point in its life. It always makes me wonder, what kills a tree? What makes a tree die like that? Nobody dug around it. All the trees around it are healthy. It's always amazing to me how one can just up and die like that. I gotta rake all this dirt off. Time raking all the dirt off your stumps, folks. You'll thank yourself later. That stump right there wouldn't have burned in hell with a blowtorch. If I was trying to get all the dirt off of it. Oh, now if you had 4 or 5 acres of stuff to clear, you had a fire, 4 or 5 acres worth of fire material, yeah, you'd probably get it burned up eventually. You'd have to keep pulling it out of the pile. Getting all the dirt off of it. It's just worth it to take a little extra time and just clean all that dirt off. And then it'll burn a whole lot better. You don't got to mess with it so much. If you get a good hot fire, you can get about anything burned, but that's the trick. Good hot fire. Sometimes it's a chore, especially when you're burning right away. Not giving the stuff any chance to dry out. Shove him out of the way. get so big that you just end up dying. That happens to a lot of trees. That's what people don't understand. They get all upset with these loggers cutting down these big trees. Hell, they're probably rotted out. You know, they're probably not even worth messing with. They're just cutting down safety. Nice thumb, but I like the thumb on my Volvo. Y'all don't remember the Volvo because I wasn't making YouTube videos back then, but I had a Volvo 160. I miss that machine. That was a good machine. It was fast, strong, smooth. I mean, this cat's good, don't get me wrong. I still swear to this, to this day that a Volvo excavator is better than a cat. Now, unfortunately, I don't have a Volvo dealer near me. It's about an hour and 20 minutes away. Taking it in the world because I wasn't a new excavator. But it's just nice to, something's filter stop up on you or something, I just run 5 minutes down the road and grab a cat. It all works out, but sometimes it's just sometimes you gotta get the machine that's got the best serviceability, where you're at in your area. Me, that was Caterpillar. Yeah, I don't mind this machine. It's a good machine. It's just not anywhere near as smooth as the Volvo was. Knocking this tree down. just has some quirks that I don't care for. That make it a little inconvenient to run. This machine actually, for whatever reason, its multifunction hydraulics is not good. I don't know what it is about them, but like if I'm using the thumb, I cannot, for whatever reason, I cannot spin the turntable at all. It's like the thumb takes priority over the turntable's hydraulics. I mean, I can be on level ground trying to spin while I'm grabbing something, and it will not. It just won't do it. I don't understand it. For whatever reason it is, the thumb takes priority over the turntable's hydraulics. It just won't do it. I'm gonna knock over this one more tree here. No, actually, he wants it pushed off where it's not as steep. The tractor pushed off. It's gonna make a bit of a mess, but all this stuff sawed up, I'm gonna get it stacked up in piles and probably jump on the dozer and help push all this stuff. We got to push it pretty good, probably 300-400 yards, not more, to the burn pile back there. We just don't have there wasn't enough out here to justify hauling the back dump out here just to haul this little bit down the road. Let you guys up, let you watch a little patch pushing. put this video. Just wanted to get a little bit more video for this one for you guys. I appreciate everybody watching. Everybody new that's subscribing. I appreciate all y'all. I unlocked something at 1,000 subscribers. They sent me an email about something. I don't even really know what it is, but like I said, I appreciate everybody that's subscribing and leaving a like, and y'all leave me a comment down below if you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you on the next one.